Dear students, in the last class we already studied the function overloading and inline function and friend function. Okay, so and brief introduction about the constructor and destructor. So today, completely we have to study. So what is a constructor and why the constructors are required in our program. So we will discuss now. So the chapter is constructor and destructor. Constructor and destructor. Okay. So here constructor means it is a special type of member function. Its name is same as that of the class name. For example, here I can write class of sample. So in the public section, just I can declare int a in the public section. So again I can write sample. See here I can assign a is equal to 10. See here the class name is sample and here the function name is also sample. So this function is called as a constructor. So constructor means it is a special type of member function. Its name is same as that of the class name. It is used to initialize the private data members. So here a is private. Directly we cannot initialize a is equal to 10 like this. So for this purpose, for initializing the private data members, we have to use the constructor. So this is the definition of constructor. Next is, so then rules of constructor or advantages of constructor or characteristics of constructor. The first point is same as that of the definition. Second point is, see here, so just I can write while main and I can create object sample yes. Sample yes. Okay. The second character or rule is when the object is created, automatically it will call the constructor. Suppose if you are defining y.read, y read or y display, so manually you can call s.read or s.display. So manually you have to call the particular function with the help of object and dot operator, but a constructor cannot be called manually. Once you can create the object means automatically it will call the constructor. The creation of object is nothing but the calling of constructor. Okay. Suppose if I create the one object means one time the constructor will be called and 10 is stored in A. Next I can create one more object that is R. It means that again it will call the constructor. If you create the 10 object means 10 times the constructor will be called. And all the object contains same values, that is A is equal to 10. So this is the constructor. Third point is it must be defined in the public section of the class. See here, public sample. Compulsory. Constructor can be defined in the public section. Fourth point, if you write the function, we have to mention wide read, wide display, wide compute like that. But here there is no wide, no int. It means that constructor does not have any return type. That is also one rule or characteristic. And constructors cannot refer the addresses. Addresses cannot be referred by constructors. And when the object is created, constructor will allocate the memory for the variables. Which variables? Private data members. Okay. So these 5 are the characteristics of constructor. Okay. Next is types of constructor. Types of constructor. Types of constructor. There are three types. So first one is default. default or zero constructor. Default or zero constructor. Second one, parameterized constructor. Third one is copy constructor. Copy constructor. So there are three types of constructor. So first one is default or zero constructor. Second one is parameterized constructor. Third one is copy constructor. So first one is default or zero. The constructors which does not take any arguments. For example, so generally you have to define the constructor like this. Class sample, so int a. So next I can define void display. So next I can mention void display. The display function I can write zero of. So here I can write void main. See here. Default or zero constructor means the constructors which does not take any argument. See here. So in this program, so which is the constructor? See here. Sample is the constructor. So within this bracket, I am not mentioned any variable. So argument means the function must consist of some declaration of variables like int a, float b, char c, double d, etc. Okay, but this constructor does not have any arguments. Any argument does not have any argument means zero arguments. So that's why it is called as default or zero constructor. And so whatever the private members are declared, so manually you can assign the value. So this is the default value of A. Suppose if you assign 5, 5 is the default value. So whichever you want, so you can assign the value to the particular private data members. And C out of A, C here, sample of S means it will call the constructor A is equal to 10. It means that 10 is stored in A. Next S dot display means it will call the display function, it will print the result as 10. So next I can create one more object. Sample R. Here sample of S means it will call the constructor. In the same way sample of R means again it will call the constructor. Again 10 is stored in A. So R dot display means again it will print 10 only. So the features of default constructor is, so whatever the values is initialized, whatever the value is initialized, it is shared to all the objects. It is shared to all the objects. If I create the 10 object means all the 10 values must be 10 only. Suppose if you change the value of A means again all the object value is same only. Means whatever you have to assign, that value is the object value. And main drawback of using the default constructor is different objects with different initial values are not possible. Here if I create the object sample as, it consists of 10. If I create the R means it is not possible to store 20. Okay, different objects with different initial values are not possible in the default constructor. That is the one main drawback of using the default constructor. And one more thing you have to remember is, in previous programs you are already defining the object, but you are not defining the constructor. then which constructor it will be called? If you are manually define the constructor means it is present in your program, in the function overloading or in the class and object program. So compulsory you can create the object. So I said that if I create the object means automatically it will call the constructor. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಕೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ನಾ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎದಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನೇಮ್. ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುವಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನು ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈಗ ನಾ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಐತಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ ಬಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಓವರ್ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ದಾಗ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ? ಅದು ದ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್. ನಾವು ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಕಂಪೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ, ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. If you are manually defined, now manually ಬರೆದಿವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is visible to the user. Suppose if you are not define the constructor means by default constructor will be present in your program but it is not visible to the user. ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಬರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್, ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ ಅದು. ಎದಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೈತ್ರಿ, ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಬರ್ದಿರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾ ಇದನ್ನು ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೈಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ವೈಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಬರ್ದಿರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ದ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, so just we have to see some examples. So I will solve one or two examples. So next I will give you some assignment or homework. You can solve and share. Okay, class sample. So just you can add two numbers using the constructor. If you want to add the two numbers, I can declare two variables a comma b comma c. C is a storage variables. Next in the public section, so I can mention sample. Only we have to use default. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. And don't write c is equal to a plus b in the constructor. Suppose if you mention a plus b in the constructor, there is no problem. Okay, you don't know backup baribodu. There is no restriction for defining the statement inside the constructor. But the main intention of using the constructor is initializing the private data members. The main purpose ಏನೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ while compute. Okay, c is equal to a plus b, c out. Class close ಆಯ್ತು, sample ಮುಗಿತ್ರಿ, constructor next. Sample s dot compute. Okay, so you know sample, see here sample s means it will call the constructor. 10 is stored in A and 20 is stored in B. S dot compute means it will call the compute function. 10 plus 20, 30 is stored in C. Finally, it will print the result as 30. Okay, so the difference between the normal program and constructor is in the read function we have to give the input or we have to initialize it. But instead of writing the read function directly, we have to assign the value in the constructor, that is default constructor. Suppose if you want to write largest of two numbers. Again this is same, but here C is not required in the largest of two numbers. Okay, so you can assign any value. So instead of writing C is equal to A plus B, so just you have to mention if A is greater than B, C out A is large, else C out B is large. Again this part is same. Again this part is same. So this is completely about the default constructor. Okay, so you can try two examples. The first one is simple interest. Simple interest. So second one is simple interest. Second one is so average of 5 subject marks. So using the default constructor. Okay. So simple interest means 3 inputs. You can assign 3 values and you can compute and you can call. In the same way, average of 5 subject marks means you can declare 5 variables and assign. Don't write C out and C in, because the default means manually you have to assign. Okay. So you can try these two examples. Second one is parameterized constructor. So parameterized constructor means the constructor which takes an argument. So within the constructor parenthesis we have to mention the variables. For example, class sample, just I can declare int of a comma b, the public section, sample int of x comma int of, see here e is equal to x. First you can mention this variable, next you can mention this variable, b is equal to here I can mention void main. See here, sample just in the bracket of 10 comma 20. So yes, hello. See here, first sample s means it will call the constructor, but here also sample s, but here in the bracket I have to mention two values, that is 10 and 20. So why we have to mention the two values means because this constructor consists of two variables, that is of integer type. That's why I have to mention two values. First 1 2, here also 1 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? So which type of values we have to pass, that will be decided this data type. Here int of x and int of y is there. So that's why I can mention 10 comma 20. Suppose if I mention float of x comma float of y, means here we have to mention the decimal values. Okay. So it will call the parameterized constructor. Means the constructor which takes one or more argument. Okay. So 10 is stored in x and 20 is stored in y. Finally, x and y can be used only this function. So that's why x is stored in a and y is stored in b. It means that a value is 10 and b value is 20. So finally, s dot display means it will call the display function. C out of a, C out of b means it will print 10 and 20. Okay. So this is the parameterized constructor. So the first constructor is the default or zero constructor. That is nothing but the constructor which takes zero argument or no argument. Here parameterized means the constructor which takes one or more argument. Okay. So in the next class we will discuss some more examples. Okay. Thank you.